Between your flowers, especially some of the tropical flowers like the dendrobium orchids, they should be run to the water. Either run to the faucet, like so, or submerge them in a bucket. That will make the flowers last a little longer. Just like so. Once you run them to the faucet, then just kind of shake them so you can allow the water spots out of it, and they're ready to use. Another flower that we need to really treat very, very carefully is hydrangeas. They dehydrate very easy, and if they're not hydrated properly or treated properly, they will not last. One of the things that we do is once we get them, we submerge them in really cold water to the point that we sometimes put ice cubes or ice. We submerge them and keep them there for a few seconds. Get them out, shake some of the water out, and they are ready to be used. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about an event that we have coming up. You gotta make sure that you order your supplies and your flowers with plenty of time, especially if there are special flowers, such as in this event. I'm going to show you how to start getting ready in preparation for the making of the arrangement. We're using a plastic container as our base for the flower arrangement. Our oasis. Make sure that we use at least 3/4 of oasis in this type of arrangement. Placing it right in the middle. We're going to use tape to secure the oasis in the container. By the way, this type of arrangement that we're making today can be used for several different things, such as wedding events, quinceañeras, or special parties for different companies. You gotta make sure that the oasis is well secured into the container. It's a tall arrangement, so you gotta make sure that it's very, very secure. Once you have the oasis set up in the container, we gotta make sure that we have water to it. Do it from the top, that way it will absorb into the oasis. The first thing that we are going to do is work out with the bare grass, the steel grass, and everything that will be a little difficult to insert after we have the other types of greenery that we have. So The berry grass should be held like this, cut in an angle. Make sure that it's placed right in the middle of the container. Steel grass is a little harder than the bare grass, and it's kind of dangerous. It can cut you off if you're not very careful on how to use it. But it's a little more harder, so you can add a lot of height to the arrangement by using some of the steel grass. Now make sure you don't run it real hard through your hands because it will cut you. It's very, very sharp. And continuing with that, we start adding some of the foliage that goes to the bottom, and that will be our lemon. Lemon leaves is a very long-lasting product also, and we use this to cover the bottom portion of the container. Just cut it with your knife or your scissors, making sure we cover all the taping or the oasis so it doesn't show. And then we're going to add another product, which is cedar eucalyptus. It will change the look of the arrangement, give it a little different look, and the texture of the arrangement also will change. And I think we're ready to start placing our flowers. You can see the arrangement is kind of pretty as it looks without even the flowers. First thing that we're going to place is about, let's see, 5, maybe 9 or 10 white dendrobiums. Again, placing everything as if it was coming up from the very middle part of the container. Always cut in an angle. This way it will go inside the oasis so much easier. We'll go on the side, making sure that the stem goes into the oasis. Do the other side. And now we're going to be placing a couple of the dye blue orchids. The name of this orchid is Sonia Dye Blue Dendrobium Orchids. If you're ever going to use any of these, you gotta make sure that you order them ahead of time from your supplier, because they're not available all the time. Just to kind of give it some of the blue color, like so. Now we're gonna add a little more blue hydrangeas, and remember, always pre-treat your hydrangeas so they will last, otherwise they will dehydrate very, very quick. And that's the placement of the flowers. We can fill it up, adding more greens to it, give a little more flair to it, more movement. We're adding some of the Israeli raskas, and a few stems of this. Just to give it a little movement to the arrangement. Then we're going to add some of the acacia pearl, also foliage, just a few pieces to give it a little more of a different texture to the arrangement. but not least, we're going to add some dry thin things to the arrangement. Make sure that if you are going to be using some of this material, you clean it up or you separate it in an area where it's not going to make a mess, because it's really messy, but it's beautiful. And you're probably wondering, the arrangement that we're making is kind of tall and big, and to be used as a centerpiece for a wedding, anniversary, special events. You will not be able to use this type of arrangement with this height. So we're using a 24-inch cylinder base, making sure that you fill it up with water at least to this point right here. Next, we're going to be using 2 of the dye blue dendrobiums to place them inside. We have a 5-inch liner that we're going to be filling up with gel beads. Next, we have a light LED lighting that we're going to be turning on. Just placing it inside the gel beads. Then we're going to be placing it inside the container. And we're going to be placing the arrangement on the very top. And as you can see now, you can use this arrangement for a centerpiece without getting any interference when you're sitting down and talking to the person on the other side of the table. Remember, it's very important to be able to order your product with plenty of time, especially when you have 60, 80 or 100 centerpieces to make. That way you will not run out of materials. And if you're interested in ordering this arrangement from Sherwood Florist, all you have to do is call us and place your order. Prices will range anywhere from $125, $150, $200, depending on the size of the base, the amount of flowers. The lifespan of the arrangement should be between 7 to 10 days, depending on how much care you put into it. Any questions, any orders that you want to place, all you have to do is to our website or call us on the number that is shown on the screen. Again, thank you for watching the video. Good luck.